Alright, you rolled a 50-54, which is free. You have lost the grip of your weapon, and you throw your weapon in the direction of 1d8, meaning 1 being up above you, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, basically starting at 1, working clockwise. So you will roll it a d8, and we'll see which way the weapon is going to go. Basically, 7 and 8 won't count. We'll re-roll if it's 7 or 8. So give me a 1d8 roll. Alright, basically re-roll that 8. Doesn't count. Re-roll at 7. Jesus. 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to throw it this way in a diagonal line. So what I also want you to do is roll that again I want you, let's see, 50, 54, 1d4 this time, times 5. Alright, ooh, so you throw it 20 feet. So you basically throw your weapon 4 squares away. So 1, 2, 3. It basically hits the toad and basically falls right here. So I'm going to put, what is your weapon? What type of weapon do you have? Alright, so I'm gonna put a club on the ground. So you basically lose control of your weapon, and it flies on the ground over here under the frog. Bounces off of the frog, boom, lands down on the ground. Alright, so free, that's it for you. Next up is the Warcaster. The Warcaster is getting out of dodge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is behind cover of that giant statue. So as he's here, he casts magic missile at the dwarf as he's moving back. So Gim, you're going to get a spell slot level 1 magic missile put on you for a total of 12 force damage. Wow, 3 threes. So you take a 12 force damage, and then the little booger gets out of line of sight. Next up, Gim, you are up. It's going to be a pretty tough fight for him.
Lightning strike.
How did I know you were going to say that, Gim? You attack the Bugbear Chieftain, striking with a 20 versus armor class, which is a solid connection. You get past his shield defenses. You crush him for 6 bludgeoning damage, and looks like it hit him pretty good. Alright. Ren, you're up now.
Let's go charging in.
You guys save your XP. I don't spend my XP on anything else. You guys save it. Alright, Ren, so as you charge in, you can now see that all of these other, features that I've given the other players as they've run in. The giant frog statue, you see a couple goblins. You can hear a dire wolf snapping behind you. Looks like it's fixing to possibly jump up. Wouldn't take that much either because it is a very large creature. You can see one dead hobgoblin. Giant frog statue, 4 pillars, all along this edge here. On the walls are nothing but chains. Nothing on them, of course, but this is probably where they were storing the slaves. All right, so Ren, what are you gonna do?
So let's go ahead and
it's to keep everything on one macro pane, guys, so they only have to press it once. But they always take the first. So a 20 right now. Okay. He is, sure, he's got like a green necrotic aura around him. You've seen Free use this before in a lot of the other battles, so, yep. You know that poor sumbitch is cursed down there. Alright, so what are you doing? Sacred Flame, or what?
Oh, yeah, let's do Sacred Flame. I realize I can't do Inflict Wounds.
Would you like to jump down with an athletics check?
No, thank you. I'm really bad. And Ren is kind of afraid of jumping down from her last.
Yeah, it's only 10 feet. It's only 1d6 bludgeoning damage on a fail.
Yeah, no, thank you. Alright, so let's go ahead and cast Sacred Flame at the one who's inflicted this necrotic
Sounds good.
damage.
I have to do a dexterity saving throw, right? Let's see your Sacred Flame macro. You got a Sacred Flame macro?
Right, yep.
Let's see. This is +2. Alright, so I failed with a 12 dexterity saving throw. So I will take 2 radiant damage. Alright. There we go.
I think that's it for me. Yep.
Okay. Bugbear time. Alright, the Bugbear Chief. The Bugbear is going to make 2 attacks against Glimmerzhul using his Morning Star. I will attack at +6, and the attacks will do 2d8 +3 on a hit. So Glimmerzhul, the attack is 22 versus AC, which hits. You take a total of 12 piercing damage from the Morning Star. That is the first hit. So Brute does, I want to clarify this with the Bugbear Chief. Brute is a melee weapon deals 1 extra die of its damage when the Bugbear hits with it, included on the attacks. Okay, so it's not 1 time per round. That is every time the Bugbear hits, it gets an extra weapon die damage. So, alright, I will go ahead and attack again, Gim.
I'm bloodied, and I got 7 hit points left.
Oh, are you really? Already? Oh my goodness, Glimmerzhul. Oh.
That's your overpowering bugbear.
Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Glimmerzhul, you are down and unconscious. You just got hit for a 25 versus armor class for another 13 damage from the Bugbear Chief. Gim, you are going to death saving throws. Life and death saving throws. Alright, so next up is Quillen Starstrike.
Okay, I'm moving to the room.
You're I don't know, however it would sound with Gimli getting destroyed by a bugbear.
We hear that, Dave?
Oh yeah, you see it. Well, you don't. You hear it, but
I hear it.
Yeah. No. Quillen sees a hump of a big pile of steamy dwarf flesh, but Free and Ren, she actually seen him take two decisive blows. This thing doesn't look like it wants to be fucked with.
No, Gim!
They have all their spell points.
Right.
They'll be fine.
Let me ping.
Yeah, there's a sort of like a pillar in the way too. So yeah, but you can barely see him.
I don't have a shot on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him partial cover because of the pillar. But yeah, you can definitely attack him. Just with a -2.
That was 10 feet.
Yep. You can yeah, you can attack with a -2 just because of the pillar.
Okay, I'll cast Hunter's Mark on the Bugbear Chief.
Got it. All right, go ahead and deduct your spell points. He is marked.
And I'll attack him with a longbow.
All right. That's a hit, 19. Has he taken any damage yet? Yes, I believe he has. Has he? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I hit him for 9.
Yeah. So you'll get Colossus Slayer too. So you hit for 8, plus 3 for the Hunter's Mark. So 11, 18. Yeah, nice
18.
Nice shot. God. Nice shot. 18, man. Holy shit. Yeah, and your boon is added in. So whenever you hover over the yellow numbers, that last number, that +1, that's the boon. So, yep, you got it in there. All right, so Quillen, anything else for you? Any other movement?
No, I'm good.
All right. So now that everybody's in here, I want to show you guys. I have a handout for you of what the actual chamber looks like. All right. Now this is what the chamber looks like. You can click on the picture and it'll enlarge it. You can see that there's the chains that are everywhere that are under the 10-foot drop off. You can see the 2 stair ramps going up, the 4 pillars, and you can see just eyes everywhere on on the floor, on the ceiling, on the pillars, on the sides of the walls, and then you can see in the very back of the very eastern portion of this chamber, you can see this hideous reptilian frog-like type of statue there, and that's what the chamber looks like.
That I picked up?
Yeah, it does actually. It does represent that same creature. Yep, it sure does.
Okay.
Very nice. Good job on noticing that. All right, so Quilland, I think that's it for you. So let's go to the direwolf. The direwolf is going to jump up on this platform. I'm going to do a athletics check for it. Let me get my direwolf stats real quick. It does not have athletics for skill, but it does have a pretty decent strength anyway. So, looking for a DC 10. So it does jump. Yeah. Does jump up, and with the pillar, seeing that it's such a such a large creature, it does jump up. It's going to try to snip at you, Ren. It's going to attack you, but as it's snipping at you, it loses its grip and kind of slides back down, giving you an attack of opportunity simultaneously with it. So I'm going to give you the attack first from the direwolf, and it's going to be a bite, He's just trying to snip at you.
Okay. As it turns to jump up at me, I swipe at his claws with my longsword.
All right, so it snips at you, misses, it falls back down, and you can give me the attack of opportunity now.
Oh, sorry. I rolled a 23.
Oh, you did. That's a hit. You hit for 3 damage. So the direwolf kind of yelps a little bit and falls back down. All right.
How's that thorn in your paw?
Yeah, it's moving over. Looks like it's going to try to jump and get a better bite on someone up here. All right, so Farland, you're up now.
All right. I'm gonna cast invisibility.
All right. Deduct your points, and where would you like to go?
Not that far. Okay, and move next to Gimlet Grim.
Okay, all right.
And I'm going to try to find his potion, healing. So that'll be my turn.
All right, so you do know if you do anything, you're going to appear, right?
Appear, a spell attack or attack. But if I go through his backpack, that's not considered, is it?
I mean, honestly, what would you consider it? I would consider it an attack because you're doing something offensively. You know what I mean? What would you consider it? Would you consider it some type of offensive move like an attack or something? I would. Rummaging through that would be the same thing as you going up to someone and pickpocketing them. You know what I mean? As you have the invisibility spell on you.
Okay. Yeah, it's your call. That's fine.
I would have to say you would appear. That would be me. I mean, what do you guys think?
I concur.
Yeah, I would say, because then if that was the case, and later on, then you could go and just, granted, yes, Gim does feel you tugging on his
Right.
pack and stuff. It's not like you're running up and doing a sleight of hand check also. So that's pretty much the reason why. So yes, we'll say that you appear beside the Bugbear Warrior, but you do have the potion of Gimli in your hand.
Okay. So would I know that just from casting invisibility then? That if I rummage through his bag,
Yeah.
that I would appear?
Yeah,
So
I'll even
could
let you have that, to where you
Okay.
could do something else if you wanted to.
What I'm trying to do, well, for my action, I just want to get there and rummage through his bag and get that potion. It's
Yeah,
up
if
to
you- Yeah, if you want to, I would say you would appear. I mean, because you're literally going through someone's
You want me to
things
use the
unexpected.
invisibility spell? Okay. I'm just trying to see.
I'm just trying to look at it at a logical point of view.
I was
You know what I
looking
mean?
at it like a spell attack or attack a door, push it open or.
Or
But
maybe if he was rummaging through, somebody else's backpack, he appeared to them.
right, that's
That
more
would
of an
be-
attack. I'm just doing.
All right, we'll say that you're still invisible and you have the potion. We'll just
Yeah, he could be
we'll
doing
go
an
with that.
assist on me.
That's why people
Yeah, if I'm
unbelievable.
maybe doing that to a bugbear or something, like you said, sleight of hand,
Uh,
then that would be. But it's ultimately it's.
Yeah,
yours,
we'll say
then.
no.
yours.
You got the potion. You're still invisible. So I think that's all of your movements, and pulling the potion out. That would be an action. Getting that object out with moving, because that's not part of your movement. But
That's what I'm eventually going to do. So it'll be next round.
all right. So we'll go with the hobgoblins. They can never go what people can just not go with what the dungeon masters call. It's just, and you wonder why nobody wants to fucking dungeon master. It just is crazy. All right, so the hobgoblin down here on the south will shoot. Let's see, there's 3 juicy targets in front of him, and he will shoot the third target, which would be Quillen. The hobgoblin does attack with I can't believe it's let's see. Yeah, but some people just don't understand that, because they want it done. So that is a longbow. Okay. I had to double check to see if it was a longbow or a shortbow, because there's like a die size difference there. So, all right. So Quillen, you get hit with a 22 versus armor class. Ooh, for max damage, which is 9 piercing damage from this hobgoblin down here. And then that goblin kind of moves over and shifts over one more. All right. Next is the hobgoblin that's down on the floor. He does move over and lever a shot towards Free. So that's a 4 or 5. It's 3, so it would be 4 at 1d8 plus 2. Alright, so that is a miss as the arrow streaks by and lodges itself into one of the eyeballs on the wall. That is it for him. Alright, Free, back up to the next round. Free, your attack now. Yeah, that's what I would say too, guys, but that's no problem.
I'll start conjuring
As long as we're having fun, that's all that
again
matters.
and
I'm not
attack
worried
when
about it.
I've cast with
But that is why
that.
nobody wants to DM. Is because of, you try to keep things logical. And, alright, so your bolts, let's see, that would be, seeing that it's verbal, somatic, no material components, so you're fine with that. That is an 8, which is a miss. Anything else for you?
Then I'll
Hey, what's up, Yesh? How's it going?
No, I stay where I am.
All right. All right. The Warcaster. The Warcaster is going to come into view. I will go ahead and cast Firebolt. In fact, I'm going to move back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got enough movement to come back. I'm going to attack. You know what? I am not going to attack. He's going to stay behind this, stay behind this pillar for one more end, but an advantageous possibility. All right, so that's it for him. Gimli Grim, you're up now.
Take a roll.
Yeah, you're unconscious, so you definitely need to do a death saving throw. Just a plain D20 plus it will add the boon in there automatically for you, so you'll be a D20 plus 1.
A 2.
Okay, so you have one death save, so you could possibly die next round if you roll a 1. So you have one death mark against you, no life marks against you. So we've got one there. Gimli Grim, that's your turn. Ren, you're up now.
Oh dear. So many things to do.
Yeah, this encounter is actually 2 creatures bigger because of the chief and the caster. So this is actually a really hard encounter for you guys. This is going to be really hard.
I'd like to use my War Priest.
Sure. Oh yeah, that would be good.
So for a War Priest, I have a bonus action which I can use. I don't have to attack, but I could use it.
I'll tell you
for
what,
a spell.
if you want to be safe and get down on the floor, because you can't reach that. You can't. Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah. War Priest. What you can do is you can cast and then attack if you want. You know what I mean? You can turn your standard action into a bonus action. So, but I don't know. What do you want to try to do?
So what I want to do is I want to run over to Gim and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
There's no room.
I was going to shove Thumbs back onto the dead corpse right there as I move it.
Yeah. You don't know Thumbs is there to begin with because he's invisible.
Oh, that's
so,
right.
Yeah, you don't know that he's there.
So if I run over, I could possibly trip over him, if anything.
Or you could knock him off onto the ground. I mean, you're a big girl, so I mean, there's a chance that you could, Xena the cleric warrior could barge into his space and accidentally knock him down 10 feet. I mean, that's possible. But Spare the Dying would be good right now. It definitely would be.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm sorry, Farley. I'm just gonna bulldoze right through you since I don't know you're there.
This is beautiful.
So, as you're like pushing through, let's do a contest. All right, let's do your let's do we'll say like a shove contest, even though there's really nothing officially in the book for rules here. Let's do your strength roll, your athletics, Ren, versus your acrobatics. And that would be acrobatics for Farland.
Okay.
And that's my athletics or my strength check?
Athletics. Yeah, I'll let you add in athletics also, if you're proficient in it. So whatever your athletics macro says. So if you're not, if you don't have athletics, it would just be a strength check anyway. That's just the way the macro is. Oh my god. Oh my, two good tests, but also, oh! And the gnome goes over. So, the gnome, you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage, so we'll give you, that's the 10 feet fall. You take 3 bludgeoning damage from falling on the ground, Farland, but you're able to get there,
Alright.
which is kind of a, sort of like a blessing, because now you're saving a potion, and you can use Spare the Dying. So as your action, you're using Spare the Dying, right? So you stabilize the creature.
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
So it stabilizes him at 0, right? Still unconscious. You just don't have to make the rolls. So, all right. So you're unconscious and you're prone, Gimli. All right. So Ren, and that was. Did you do that? No. I'll even. We'll kind of reverse this back a little bit. Did you do that with War Priest, making that a bonus action?
Yes.
Because you
That
didn't.
was my intent.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So you can go ahead and take your standard action now too, if you want, and attack the bugbear. Or, yeah, that's about the only option you have. Unless you want to do Healing Word, because remember you can cast a standard action with a cantrip. Well, the standard action cantrip with a regular
Yep.
spell slot quick if you want, or bonus.
That's what I'd like to do, actually. Yep.
Okay, you want to put that on Gimligram?
Yes, and this will be a level 2 spell.
Okay. So let's even rewind that a little bit more, because that's like kind of defeating the purpose. You know what I mean? That's sort of like wiping your butt and then pooping. All right. So I know that's kind of a weird analogy, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be gross, but we'll say that you just use your bonus action to heal him. All right. And then you still have your action to hit him. So there's a lot of different things you could have done. So
That's true.
we'll just say as you were running, you bonus action healed him. All right, you didn't use Spare the Dying, you didn't use War Priest, but
Okay. Just
you
use Healing Word and then-
you can attack him. So
Okay.
all right, so we'll say that you did that. So go ahead and do a whatever level of Healing Word you're going to do. Go ahead and heal Gimli Grim.
Okay, so he's got 8.
All right, Gim. So you got 8 back. So you've came to Gimli Grim. You're not unconscious anymore, but you are prone, and you have this big stinky bugbear still hovering over you. He doesn't know that you're conscious, but you still have your action left, Ren. So if you'd like to attack the bugbear, you're more than able to. You're more than welcome to now, and you are able to also attack. So go for it, or you can cast whatever. Sacred
Let's
Flame.
go ahead and attack him with a long sword.
That's a hit, and you hit him for 8 damage.
I think I'm done like making chaotic plays for people.
No problem. All right, so the bugbear is up. The bugbear will take his 2 attacks. He does turn towards you, Ren, and he does attack. Right. These are vicious hits, man. All right, so the first attack is a miss with an 11. The second attack is a miss with a 12 versus armor class. You could have took, if he would have hit both those times, that would have been 26 damage on you. That would have almost like taken, yeah, that would have hurt big time. Okay, so that's it for Chief Crand. And he's banging on it. He's taking his shield, you know, he's banging his Morning Star on his shield. Splinters of wood are falling down, and he keeps pointing his Morning Star at everybody, claiming that you're going to be worth this much. And, you know, especially you, the female elf, you're going to be a great amount for the cost of your head. And he keeps saying that the Glimmerzhuls will pay handsomely for you. All right, so Quilland, you're up now.
Can I stand on top of this corpse in front of me?
Sure. Yeah, it only costs double movement to stand on top of them. Other than that, that's the only thing. Yeah, feel free.
Okay. Then I will fire on the bugbear chief.
Okay, go for it. 19's a hit. You hit him for 4, plus 1 for 5, and then he's not full life, so you're going to do a total 7.
That was
Now,
weak.
that was like your weakest attack ever. One of them. Whenever you hit him, you notice that he goes into a weakened condition.